that the same negative effects actually occur in terms of, I guess, the best time to sleep. I think generally for most people, it's...
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Kidney Coach YouTube channel. I am naturopath and co-founder of the Kidney Disease Solution and hygienist Fiona and I'm joined today by the amazing Emily Cahill. So let's just dive in and discuss why sleep is so important. So take it from the top. I don't need to say what is sleep. I think everybody knows what it is, but why is sleep so important for everybody, especially if you've got a disease like kidney disease?
Yes. So I guess to start with, maybe I'll talk about why we sleep.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that they haven't 100% worked that out. But they're, obviously we know it's important because if you don't sleep, there are some people who have conditions where they can't sleep and they end up dying. So we know that it's very important. But what they have sort of worked out, there's a few different things. One is it's really important for us to be able to conserve our energy. So to have that period of rest overnight where we're able to conserve energy. And it helps in terms of restoring our cells. So it's, a really kind of a period of time where our cells are able to repair and grow. And so a lot of that repair work happens while we sleep, which is obviously, thinking about repairing the kidneys. That's clearly one of the benefits. It's really important for our brain function. So it allows our neurons, so our nerve cells in our brain, to reorganize. And we know that there's a big link between sleep problems and cognitive disturbances. It's really important for our emotional health. So it helps us regulate emotions. It actually, while we sleep, different areas of our brains are switched on that are supporting that.
So what is the ideal, like how many hours is ideal and what's the ideal time to get into bed and wake up then?
So most of the research shows it depends on age. So how many hours of sleep we need. We need more sleep when we're younger. And then as we become adults, it's about 7 to 8 hours is what they say is a good amount of sleep. And when we look at what some of the negative effects of sleep deprivation, so not getting enough sleep, it's really interesting that the same negative effects actually occur if you get, it's usually sort of 6 hours and less sleep is where kind of that tipping point that happen if you actually get too much sleep. So there's kind of a sweet spot, which is for most people somewhere between 7 to 8, maybe 9 hours. Getting less than that's going to be problematic, but getting more than that's also going to be problematic. In terms of, I guess, the best time to sleep, I think generally for most people, it's getting to sleep before 10 p.m. Because we do want sort of a couple of hours before midnight because that's often when our deepest sleep will happen. And then as we get as the sun starts to come up, our sleep becomes lighter to facilitate us being able to wake up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I read I remember this again from this podcast, that around daylight savings, where the clocks go forward an hour, so we lose an hour's sleep, is the highest rate of cardiovascular heart disease and heart attacks, myocardial infarctions happen around daylight savings because people have that 1 hour less sleep. So just that 1 hour less increased the risk of heart attack. And so you'll see that each time in each hemisphere, it didn't seem to be specific, that heart attacks went up. And then I think it was, and this is for the men out there, and this is always a great fact that I like to throw out to get our men sleeping, that men that got less than 5 hours worth of sleep, their testicles literally shrunk. And that their testosterone level, they shrink, and that the testosterone levels are like 1/5 of a normal person's with 5 or less hours sleep, which I found fascinating, and often a fact that I'll give male patients if I really need to encourage them to get to sleep because they're night owls and doing things that they shouldn't be doing at late hours. So they were facts that I definitely remember. And so just those things, like regulating testosterone and heart attacks and things like that with just an hour's less sleep, I just find that fascinating. If you like this information, make sure you hit like and hit subscribe. It means you'll get notified anytime that we put out more information. If you want to find out more about the Kidney Disease Solution, head over to www.kidneycoach.com. And on there, you'll find the article on sleep that Emily wrote. Head over to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/kidney coach. We're posting every day full of great free information on there. And then we've also got our supplement range in our program. Ems, thanks again. And thank you for being part of our Kidney Coach family. We really appreciate you guys. And we will see you next time.